welcome to the show. It is me, your girl, Labora Lee, aka Cat Lee, and
You have now tuned in to Ambitiously the podcast.
listen. I missed y'all yesterday. It felt kind of naked not doing a show yesterday, but it was the holidays, and I did tell y'all that I was not doing the show. So I felt a little naked, but the beautiful part was I got to watch my Ravens play and kick behind. So I'm happy about that. Go Ravens. Car. Let's go. So today, hold on. Let me get right. Today is the tap-in. Today is the day that we come through and we talk about whatever we pulling out the bag. We're not going to stop doing music, but I want to switch the game up a little bit and do some movies. So next week we will be doing that. So you know, a few things I have to say before I get started. First things first, join the conversation. Drop a comment, call in, text. The number's 443-850-4828, 443-850-4828. You can ask me to drop the link, and I will totally drop the link, but you have to be on your best behavior or it's going to be a problem. I just need you to know that. So don't come on here with the shenanigans and all of that. We don't want to see you doing stuff to yourself. We don't want to see explicit content, because I've had that happen to me before too. We don't want to see none of that. We just want best behavior. You can cuss after a while, but just don't come on here with the nonsense. And calling me out of my name doesn't really bother me. Try something else. Anyway, remember to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, and every subscription. If you're subscribing on YouTube, make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you are privy to when we have some things going on, when I'm going live or whatever the case may be. But that's that. Now I wasn't supposed to put that on there. I am waiting on my dear Doc. I don't know where he's at, but we'll get to it. I'm gonna go in the bag really quickly though, because we have some things to talk about. Hello, honey. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. So we're waiting on my counterpart. But I'm not gonna delay the show. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for checking me out. Honey. Listen, so I'm not gonna delay what it is that we do on this podcast. We're waiting on him. I maybe should send him but he was here earlier, so I don't know. But I'll send him an email in a minute, or let me make sure he received the link for tonight's show, because I promise you, I thought I sent it to him early this morning. Hold on. Bear with me. Stay with me here. But I am gonna go ahead and start, because we can't delay the show just because he's not here yet. So he'll be in here sooner or later. Yeah, I sent him the link, so I don't know where he's at. But let's get into the business at hand. He'll be here eventually. Time to go in the bag. Oh, my bad. I get happy about going in the bag. And it's cool because then that way I'll just go first and then he'll go the next one. So on our first person to speak on, because it's a person, it's not a song, it's not an album, it's a person. And the first person we're going to speak on is E40. I'm not going to lie to you. It's the song he had back in the day. It's Sprinkle Me. I used to love that song. I don't know why I love that song so much, but I did. It was catchy. And he was saying, "Sprinkle me, baby." Yes, it was catchy. I love that. I like that he's different. Hi, Hi. Hello. Okay. Facebook, y'all showing up tonight. Hello. Hi. So yeah, it was catchy. I always loved how E40 speaks. He has his own lingo. You know, it's his own thing. And so I liked it. I loved it. And I always did because he was different. He wasn't like, well, that might be a big thing, but he wasn't like your typical rappers. He had his own little swag. Hold on, let me see what Doc is at. But yeah, he had his own particular kind of swag. And oh snap, my bookie's in the building. Okay, but he had his own kind of swag, and I'm about to bring oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me bring my boo Doc up in the building. All right, so y'all, let me just get some things out the way. I call him my Brazilian man. He's not Brazilian. He's a black man whom I just happen to have. Oh, thank you. You like my hair too? Thanks. I happen to have an inside joke with. So I call him my Brazilian man. He gets it. He understands it, but you guys won't get it. So don't come on here thinking that he's Brazilian. He's not Brazilian. Secondly, I call him a professor, but he is not a professor. He's just a professor here at AU University. AU Big Purr.
Big Purr.
AU Big Purr. What's up, Doc?
Hey, I want to start off with Merry Christmas to you and yours.
Oh,
Happy holidays. Happy Kwanzaa, the first day of Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa.
I left my cup outside.
So you
I
have
need
to
to
go
get
get
my cup outside of my office. But thank you for saying everything you said about me. Greatly appreciate it. And but if y'all don't know, wait, what?
You know we love you over here, and what I call you is not what they get to call you. It's personal.
Oh, it's personal?
Yeah, they don't get to call you that. Only I get to call you my Brazilian man, and only I get to call you Professor. Well, no, they can call you Professor on the tap in.
Okay. It works either way. Look,
okay, so we got
some people call Santa Claus. Some people call him Saint Nick. I don't know which one I vibe into, but hey, he did his work, he did his job. And the only thing I care about is doing my work, doing my job.
Hey,
Look,
you do that.
The employee of the show.
You do that, Bookie. You do that, and I appreciate you for doing that. So Carmen said, what's his name? To you, that's Professor Doc.
Let me get my cup while you explain everything to everybody else. I'll be right back. It won't take me that long.
All right, go ahead, babe. Now, to everybody who watches the show, I call him Professor. It's Doc. His name is on the screen. But I call him Professor Doc, and you'll see why if you stick around at the end of this podcast. Why I call him Doc at AU University. Big prayer. So that's what it is. Man, thank you for the Christmas salutations today and yesterday. I saw the email. I don't know.
See. I think the color palette changes. I see more grays though lately. You changed something, and I don't see
change anything.
It's Hold not on. As. What's on the left? What's that? Now I'm being nosy.
Just me.
It's no. I don't know what that is. Well, I got to look back at the old video.
Okay, so maybe I should refresh it.
No. It's not. I think it's something in the studio or something, but I don't see the Christmas overall vibe. But I will transition a little bit.
Oh!
What?
Okay. All right, you talk about back here.
I see the background. Yeah, it's different now. Okay,
so of course Christmas was yesterday.
Yes.
My baby girl loves me.
Understood.
Very, very much. And she knows that I love Star Wars, right?
Okay.
So for Christmas, well, I think last year she bought me Luke and Leia the pop joints.
Okay.
And then this year, and then this year she bought me Darth Vader without the mask. Without the mask, you know, when he was in his ugly state. She bought me C-3PO. and she bought me a stormtrooper, and she bought me this lovely, lovely, lovely poster in the back of me.
Okay.
And then my sister bought me 4, 5, and 6 of the archives, so books. And then she bought me a couple of years ago the what I like to call the Star Wars Bible. So yeah, they work on my Star Wars collection up in here because they know I love it. So yeah, that's what that was.
Look,
yeah, and then
how much of a nerd are you? But it's cool.
How people, and then my sister bought me a shirt and it says "Fly Nerd" because I am. I'm fly, but I'm a nerd. I can't help it.
I already got my Christmas gift. If I decide to get you a Christmas gift that's more personal than not, I already know what it would be in my head. But let's go from there.
Star Wars. So
it'd be a little more than Star Wars.
What? Okay, we're gonna save that conversation for later. Karma said he's at work. Well, don't work too hard, baby.
Hey, shout out to Karma Page.
Yeah, I know. He's my friend on Facebook, but don't work too hard. All right. So, before you came in the building, I was talking about E40 because that's why I pulled out the bag first.
You already pulled it out of the bag even before I was going to show up. You knew that, right?
Well, baby, I got to keep the show going, so I just had to start. I knew he was coming. I had to start. So what I was saying about E40 that I love about him is that he has his own eclectic style. He's different. He's not like
nobody
in the West Coast. And then I thought about like maybe it's a Bay thing, but when they come from the Bay Area, they just different in general. I like Bay Area rappers.
It would make a lot of sense though. I'm gonna want you to finish first because I have a whole thing about this.
Yeah, I like Bay Area. Like I love Too Short. You feel me? I love Bay Area rap. I do, and I can't lie to it. They just different. They not the same. So yeah, that's all I had to say about E40.
Okay. I'm able to just say my stuff.
Yeah, go ahead, baby. Do your thing.
All right. So the key thing about Bay Area rappers, I lived in the Bay for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So when I first got to the Bay, the funny thing that always made it interesting to me is Bay Area people. This has to do with the military, which you're connected to.
I am.
Majority of their families came from the down south, but there was a military base up there, and then they used to because mechanics. I don't want to say the horrible thing is the super weird stereotype. You ever seen the dude that fixed your car with a cigarette in his mouth? That's a super stereotype in the hood. But maybe it's something. There's a certain level of black folks that can just do mechanical stuff.
Right.
So in the Bay Area, there was Air Force bases.
Mm-hmm.
They gave a lot of black people. And I'm not trying to be sexist. I had a whole nother show earlier today, and that's why I'm more like not being sexist and just claiming who's who, what is what. But there was a whole segment of people that they wanted to come to the Bay that were mechanically inclined.
Mm-hmm.
And they opened an Air Force base. It was a mechanic Air Force base. Basically, they were fixing the planes.
Right.
Close to the Pacific, where when World War II was going on, it's closer to fly the planes from over here to over there. But if we need to fix the planes, we can't pull them to New York. We can't pull them to the East Coast.
Right.
So they brought a whole segment of people who was connected to the military up that way.
Right.
Me being former military, when I got stationed in the Bay, the funniest thing that used to always happen is I would go, they'd be like, "Where you from?" I say, "Georgia."
Right.
And then their favorite story. My grandmama from Georgia, my grandma from Mississippi, my grandma from Alabama.
Right.
When I realized that the funniest thing about, and remember, I've been to California a lot. The interesting difference is Northern California, which they call NorCal, and Southern California, which is SoCal. Southern California people, even if they're black, they don't have the connection to being really down south or any relation to that.
Right.
Northern California people, they will always want to tell me a story about stuff they don't eat, and this is only because Thanksgiving and Christmas happened. They want to always tell me a story about what they don't eat, but what their grandmama cook, and then their grandma came from some place down south.
Right.
Super cool. And then if you talk about music, my favorite thing with E40 is it was extremely different His new album is super hard. I don't know if you listened to it yet.
It is. I haven't yet, but it is.
Please listen.
Okay.
Just like Killer Mike. Killer Mike said, I got the culmination, and I'm drifting a little bit. Killer Mike said, I got the best culmination of 50 years of hip hop, which to me is arguable, but hey, that's one of my favorite albums right now, Killer Mike. But back to E40. E40 new album he just dropped. It has a whole bunch of big area stuff. It is super dope.
Okay.
And the thing that they talk about, what he talks about, is the thing about being a person that came from whatever you came from, understanding what you can do, and then just doing it.
Right. Right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I like that.
Just enjoy and build and make it make your empire. But you have to work at it. He's been working. Look, funny enough, my sister's listening to this, by the way.
Hi, sister.
The funniest thing is, we were talking about music one time, and I'm like, "What's your face?" Her first E40 song was "Tell Me When to Go." I'm like, okay. You know, he has the whole history before that.
Yeah, he does.
And that's the funniest thing. I'm like, "Tell Me When to Go." Like, yeah, that was the Thiz movement, but he had whole thing, and I had to play a couple of songs from Sprick and Me, Hurricane, Slurricane, all that.
Right.
But that's also me enjoying music that way. No, this dude rap different. I already know what he's saying yet, but let me listen. But being a business person and working with stuff, it becomes different. But the only thing I would say is I have never met E40 in real life. I've been to 2 E40 concerts actually, and it was when I was in Hawaii. Right. But E40, he is, I almost want to say, and it's hard comparison, but it needs to make sense the way I think about it. E40 is basically like almost like a West Coast Jay-Z. Snoop is not the same, and Snoop is the West Coast, what they call it, the prodigal son.
The prodigal son, yeah.
But E40 is more, to me, in my opinion, the way music goes, making money goes, or even social discussions goes. E40 is like a West Coast Jay-Z. It's just that he's from the Bay. And if you think about what we grew up with, California doesn't look like the Bay to most people. Oddly enough, California looks way more down south, except for the hills.
Right.
He talks about business, expanding. I got a wine company. I got a clothing company.
Can I throw in a notable mention, because I've reported on it several times. He gives to HBCUs, and that is big to me because it's very hard out here for these Black universities. Yeah, we get the same budget.
No, key part. So there was an interesting thing that happened. There was a couple of women that I dated was from the West Coast. Back in the day, they used to do this interesting thing, which I never knew because I grew up down south. So HBCUs is normal to me. They actually used to do like a road trip for the band and the not the cheerleaders, the
majorettes, dancers.
Yeah, dancerettes and all that stuff. But they used to do a thing, at least in Northern California, Mid California, and Southern California. And a woman that is like, I want to go to HBCU because I never seen these Black people do all this stuff.
Right.
But there's an old interview, and I'm been lazy, so I haven't really looked it up. But E40 said, man, the way he would talk, which would be more like a Tennessee Midwest thing.
Right.
I wish I went to a college, but if I wanted to go to college, I'm not going to UCLA or Stanford or anything. I want to go to a HBCU.
HBCUs, baby.
Yes, AU Big Purr.
AU
that's the thing.
Listen, I live in Baltimore, so you know it's majority African American here. One, so even though we have other universities here, HBCUs are huge here. We got Morgan State, we got Coppin State University. So you know what I mean. Like, by the way, it's nothing like the HBCU experience. I'll just say that from firsthand experience. It's different. It's different.
Wait, so you think DC wins?
Huh?
DC or Atlanta wins for the HBCUs? Because you close to DC.
Atlanta.
Well,
All that really DC has is Howard. And yeah, it's historical.
yes.
Just historical as Morgan State and Coppin State, but it's more HBCUs in Atlanta.
Well, that becomes the question of like Georgia is like a black ass state though. So
Okay. So
but DC is Chocolate City.
yeah, not really. You got the White House.
Oh, you're carrying the heavy weight of Baltimore against DC and the whole
No,
DMV, not
really.
DMV.
You got, like, it's crazy how DC is set up. We 30 minutes away from DC, right?
I know.
So
Between,
it's battle
what
about
is it? BWI, what's the other airport?
BWI. Then we got Thurgood Marshall. I think that's the name. I don't know.
With that's the name of the black dude.
I think that's the name of the airport. I might be wrong. But the point is this: they have Howard, and that's all that they have. I didn't even put Baltimore into the mix as far as HBCUs because Atlanta is the home of the HBCU. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different.
They have more. I would agree with that. But
And it's different. And this is coming from somebody whose cousin graduated from Howard. I was there. You know, it's different. It's way different. Just like Morgan and Coppin are different. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just depends on where you come from. But in Atlanta, it's more synonymous with HBCUs. You got more variety of historical black colleges in Atlanta and other places. But you asked me about DC and Atlanta, so I'm gonna go with Atlanta.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I'm gonna go with Atlanta. Wait a minute, I gotta show some love real quick while we talking about this. Hi, Christopher. Welcome. Hey.
That's my brother too. My family jumping in. I deal with it. Look, I told them like y'all never tune into the show.
Hi, family. And
That's my sister, and the other dude was my brother.
All right, so that's what's up. Yeah, I had to show love though. I can't, I don't do that. I don't get down like that. So our next person on the list, and it's crazy because we went from the West Coast, now we're going back to the East Coast.
Okay.
Sean Price.
You know that's my guy.
Go first.
All right, Sean Price. I always told you that when I was growing up, there was always a divide between Wu-Tang Clan and Boot Camp Clique.
Right.
I was a Boot Camp Clique person. I really wasn't a Wu-Tang. I know you Wu-Tang. Don't hurt me.
Hold up.
I know.
Hold up.
Look, you're gonna hurt me. Who's in the building?
And they still right here. Ain't going nowhere.
Diversify your financials. But all right, cool.
I got J. Cole and Queen in here and stuff and Nas, and I got a Nas t-shirt for Christmas. First time, but I love the
Was
Wu-Tang.
it a Chip New Nas t-shirt?
Yes, it was 1994, and it got Nasty Nas on it.
Ooh.
My sister bought that for me.
She know you, so it makes
She
sense.
knows.
All right, cool. So, Sean Price.
Okay.
I was a super Boot Camp Clique fan. Always doing my thing. Then Helter Skelter comes out. Oddly enough, Sean Price was a battle rapper that could just goodly rap.
Right.
Rock.
Right.
He can rap. He was because he had the voice though. I ain't gonna front. He had the voice.
Right. He did.
But Sean P. Sean P. That's like
Sean P.
he get mad because Rock had a deeper voice. That's why he didn't say Sean P. in a deep voice.
Right.
But he continued on and rapped on. And I'm sad that he passed. But that was my dude. He kept going. Even Rock, he had his issues. And I'm not talking about Rock from Arkansas, by the way. I want to make sure. I just thought about what I was saying. But Sean Price, lyrically, what do you call it? Silverback gorilla shit. That was my dude. He brutal rap and look. No, I'm not gonna bully you in person. I'm gonna bully you on the mic. And he had the full ability to do that. And it wasn't the same way like Rock does interesting punchlines and things.
Right.
Sean Price would just hit you with a bar and
right.
Think about that.
And it was over.
Yes, that was my dude. I'm still to this day, even though he out of the group, he was not my favorite. However, I fully respected his bars and everything he went for.
Right.
But I don't know how much serious you want to get because I'm actually slightly.
He's not here with us anymore, but I do have a in my little tenure in this business. My group, the group that I was working with at the time, Dirt Platoon, opened up and we did some great things. We did some great things. So they opened up for Sean Price. And beautiful. I promoted and sold tickets for that event too.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's a little personal. We're not going to speak on the dude that we're not going to speak on because now I know why. But we did some.
Whoa! I don't know what you're talking about right now, and I don't want to drift into it.
Murray,
anything,
Murray.
Who?
Mr. Murray.
Oh well, that was a close thing though. I didn't know you were saying about him, but I let it rock.
Nah, but the beautiful part of me working with them was that I did get to experience a lot of my favorites, and Sean Price was one of them. Awesome. You feel me? So it was a great experience. Like I said, we did some things.
There's a key part too that I do want to say though.
What?
I realized how much I just had I had a beginning argument with my homeboy that I do another thing with that about what is certain things about levels of rap music. He doesn't hear rap music the same way I hear it, and I always hate getting these conversations with him. But somebody that says something on a song, on wax, however you want to call it, is not the same person that they are. Sean Price was a family man.
He was.
He very much his wife.
Very much
everything. So. And the only bad part I would say, because I have a homeboy, and I don't know if he's watching or not, but take care of yourself. That's the one thing I will say, and I didn't want to make it too dark or grimy or anything. But there's reasons to understand outside of everything. And then on the flip side, his partner who Rock, he's skinny, boom, boom, but he had his medical issues too, but it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
And then the one song that I played like 3 times, and after that I couldn't play it because that is Rock when he made the one song when he's holding Sean Price's daughter. It's almost a weird thing, but he misses his friend. That was his friend. Outside of the whole boot camp plank, buckshot the 5-footer, duck down, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But that was my transition where, the rappers that I love are actually not necessarily from old age. No, it wasn't really old. It was just unhealthy.
Right. They going.
I stand in that they disappeared when not my favorite. I had a Freudian slip. It's not my favorite thing, but I would say it's my favorite thing because I want to correct my Freudian slip.
Right.
I appreciate getting old, but I don't like the way I realize how I'm getting old, if that makes sense.
I could dig it. I think that's part of why I started working out the way I did, and you know what I mean, like changing
7-mile walks and stuff.
Yeah, listen, it's 8, but
with your strap on, look, with your your thing.
Yeah, my Lord. I mean, but that's why, and moreover is I'm a mom, and I want to be here for my kid. And the very important fact is that when you live an unhealthy lifestyle, you take away from the years that you have left. You know what I'm saying? It's okay, have fun, do your thing, all that stuff, but you also have to balance it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to balance it out. And so, I didn't start doing that until I've been doing the 8 miles for like the last year and a half. But I'm glad that I did it. Huh? You
do 8 like Eminem 8 Mile?
8.
Like Eminem 8 Mile, bro. I'm still thinking hip hop, by the way. You got me. Look,
you only got one shot. Oh,
hey, mom spaghetti.
So yeah, I did that though because I want to be here for my daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I'm getting older. She's getting older, but speaking of that, her birthday is not next week, but the week after. So you know what I mean? Like, it's just like I want to be here, so I gotta move differently. I have to, you know what I mean? So that's
Think
a
of
very
those steps and
valuable
balance.
lesson that we learned in Sean Price.
Sean Price, my dude. That look,
Mm.
Sean P. That's my shit though.
I know.
That's my guy. That's
And
my guy.
I didn't know that was coming out the bag, but I kind of knew once I saw it. Like, ooh.
Look, I'm beginning to think you kind of picked everything that you think I'm talking about. You did E40 and then Sean P, which makes look. I'm a skeptical person. I think it's added up.
You know that I just dig in a stupid bag.
Look, I pay attention to theories and conspiracies. I don't have to believe in them, but I'm like, interesting. I get E40 and then Sean P.
All right, so you go right, fill it again. You ready?
What?
Because I pulled another one out already, and we already talked about them, which is crazy. DOS effects.
Wait.
We talked about them, but we didn't talk. We didn't talk about them. We had a
Oh, Lower Set Underground.
Yeah, we had
when
like
I showed you the video, like, hey, you remember he was in a diaper? You was like, no, he was like he was really in a diaper.
That's insane. He was wearing a diaper.
All right, DOS effects. DOS effects. What? Do you want to go first?
No, go ahead.
So DOS effects. They was an offspring child of EPMD before K Solo and Redman.
Yeah.
But they.
Damn, I hate that you said K Solo because that made me think of DMX. But go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm curious about this one. We can drift off a little bit. K
It's just
Solo and DMX
the
or
song. That nigga K Solo can suck my. Can I catch that? Can I catch that?
Yeah, wait, hold on. Let me check time. Look, you can curse. You can curse. I'm curious about this. K-Solo, I don't have no connection to K-Solo and DMX, by the way.
No, that's what DMX said. That nigga K-Solo can suck my dick. I remember. I was a big, huge DMX fan. I remember him saying that. Somebody chime in.
No, wait. Are you talking about Meet Me Outside? He said, any niggas in the before they understand that you can suck my dick.
No, he said verbally the nigga name and told that nigga he could suck his dick. I remember that. That nigga K Solo.
Do you have a story behind that? Because that's a super random shot.
It was in a song. I don't have no backstory. It was in a song.
But I'm saying it was the Meet Me Outside. He does say,
I'm gonna tell you
that song. He says, any nigga that been in jail before, you understand what I say? To suck my dick.
This song, he said, K Solo. You can suck. Tell that nigga K Solo he can suck my dick. He said that.
What song is it? Is this on mixtape?
No, it's on the mainstream song too. Wait a minute, I'm gonna figure it out.
Look,
but anyway, go ahead. Go finish.
I'm gonna talk about the DOS effects. Are you maybe because DOS effects sound like DMX?
Huh? You know how New York hip hop is going.
But DOS effects. All right, cool. DOS effects. I remember when they came from. Yes, they were super cool. The issue that was interesting to me, that's when hip hop was trying to get some weird I use an East Coast slang, gully. It was just a vibe of being gutter, or before the trenches was the trenches, but they can rap. But if you really think about it, and this is me being older, you think about how they rap, it's kind of funny. If you do bum sickety bummer. Tic Tac Toe, Peter Piper. The flow was dope, though. I ain't gonna front. But if you really think about what they were saying, wait, what?
It was crazy for the time. Them lyrics was crazy for the time.
I agree. But if you reflect back, I don't think they match up to Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang was actually rapping. Boot Camp was rapping. I think it was. Before a word was called a vibe, I think DOS effects had a vibe.
Yeah. I don't think it's a long-lived vibe, though, but it was a vibe.
I agree.
It was a vibe.
But also their look was kind of, and to me, the beginning of the gutter stuff. Because think about it. We talked about this before, at least with Lower Set Underground. It's something about being underground. It's something about not being the winner that makes you win.
Right. It's always about the underdog, baby.
Yeah, but EPMD had already won, even though they was getting
Right.
ready to break up. But
Right.
it's everybody that's the underground person, and they didn't carry on, but it was a vibe about the way they rap. But then I'm really thinking about. I thought we did talk about them, but you didn't pull them out of the bag. You really pulled Lawrence Underground out the bag.
Yeah,
Which
it
is
was
to me the
Lord
same
Underground,
thing.
then they came up in the conversation.
Yeah.
So, and again, for those who are new to this show, sometimes we do like, because hip hop is hip hop, and sometimes it just intertwines, and sometimes you just like just now. I was talking about DMX saying that nigga K Solo can suck his dick. The reason why he said that is because they had beef on wax.
Backstory about this
on wax in real life, and if I wouldn't get in trouble for playing it, I would play it. But in real life, K Solo and DMX had beef.
Okay.
Just matter of fact, after we finish this, go on YouTube and you'll find it. Trust me.
All right, I'm gonna look it up. So I will finish out my statement about DMX. I mean, see, because I'm thinking in my head like DMX does sound like DOS Effects, but no, DOS Effects. DOS Effects. I remember buying their album.
Mm-hmm.
They wore camouflage. As me as a down south person, I would love rocking camouflage, but M1 jackets, all that stuff. But there was the one connection I always had with New York or Upper East Coast people. The M1 jackets, and that was my shit. But camouflage, because M1 jackets for y'all was, well, I don't want to say y'all because
Avirex, as long as it was leather.
I get what you said with the leather.
It was long as up here because we a little bit more up. No, long as it was leather, we had our first down period. But the Avirex was real popular.
North Face, we did North Face a lot too.
Yeah, we did North Faces. We still do North Faces.
Pelly.
Yeah, we used to do Pellies. Oh, I had one. I'm sorry. And the starter jacket, that was big.
Well, starter jacket was to me worldwide though. But which one starter jacket you have?
Which starter?
This I'm gonna figure out how you are.
I was always different, so I had a different color starter jacket. It was a starter jacket, but it had
what style of starter jacket?
I'm telling you, it had blue, it had burgundy, it had green, it was multicolored, and it wasn't a team. It was just
okay. I don't care about the team. What style of starter jacket? Did you have the one with the big pocket on the front? You had the one with the zipper on the side?
No, that's whack. I would never.
Okay.
Always been a stylish girl. No, it was a regular ass starter jacket. It was just a jacket. You know what I mean? Like it just had the pocket. It was regular pockets, but it was multicolored. My dad bought that for me, actually.
Okay, so then I have to ask, because I think you're just saying, look, there were starter jackets, the Super X, everything okay?
No, I was sitting here thinking he bought my first down too. Yeah, they were different ones, but I never wanted, like, here, teams were popular on the starter jacket tip. I never wanted to be like everybody else. I always wanted my own style, my own flavor. So I saw that jacket and I'm like, it's starter, but it don't have, what I mean? It's not what everybody else is doing. So it was a starter jacket, but it just wasn't what everybody was typically wearing here in Baltimore.
So to me, there was different styles of starter jacket. There was the Parker, there was the sideline, and there was the stadium. I think you were talking about the stadium. Stadiums was the super expensive ones though.
We didn't do all that naming. It was a starter jacket. We ain't do that up here.
Yeah, you seen the S with the star. I think you were talking about a stadium because the Parker was the one with the zipper on the side.
Right.
The sideline was one where you could put your hands in the middle and had the big flap. But the stadium, which you from Baltimore, you probably had the stadium because it was colder, but it had all the fluffy.
No, it didn't have no fluffy. It was just simple. It was simple. It didn't have no fluffy. It wasn't the stadium. It just was a simple ass starter jacket. It was way simple. I'm gonna find a picture of it and send it to you.
I was about to ask. Find a picture so I can see which one you had.
Find a picture and send it to you because but the big thing here was always the teams. You had the one with the team on it, and that was it. I just didn't want to be like everybody else. I still don't subscribe to being like everybody else.
Segue. Your team won, right?
Yes, they did. Oh, sorry.
Right, so,
I talked about that when I started the show.
Go ahead.
I ain't doing a show yesterday, but I'm glad I didn't.
All right, so different balance to me. I had the I'm not super sports fan overall. I'll watch it, but it was interesting enough. I was at my family house and they played football all day.
And see, that's the thing. I can't watch all of the teams because certain teams put me to sleep, like the Steelers.
They watched the triple header.
Can't do that. The Steelers put me to sleep every time. Certain teams that put me to sleep. I will go literally take a nap during the game. I'll be watching.
They asked me like, "What's your team?" I'm like, "I don't have one. But if you got to pick one, which one would you pick?" I'm like, "Probably the Falcons." But look,
somebody. No, I only got. Well, before it was the Ravens, it was the Eagles because we didn't have a team. I never ever will root for the Steelers. So it was the Eagles because
what you gonna get the Steelers?
That's been a long rivalry since we got a team in 1996, all the way until it's been a long standing. Because the thing is, remember I said we didn't have a team for a long time. We had the Baltimore Colts, which is now the Indianapolis Colts. They left in the middle of the night. Packed their little damn.
They left in the middle of the night. They went out for some bread and never came back.
Ask anybody from Baltimore, they'll tell you. They packed their U-Haul trucks. Well, it was Mayfair. Packed their trucks in the middle of the night. Didn't tell nobody. Didn't have no explanation, and they was out. That team had Johnny Unitas. It had a lot of great football players on it. Well, not when they left, but in the prior years. And then we didn't have a team for a long ass time. And then we took what would be the squad from the Browns and brought them here. Yeah. We didn't have a team for a long time. And then the Cleveland Browns, we took their squad. They didn't have really like a team for a minute either. And then they became the Baltimore Ravens. That's when Ray Lewis and all of them, Saragusa and all of them got here. Right?
You really know these people.
I take my football very serious.
Apparently you do.
I do. I don't miss a game. Even when sometimes I'm doing a show and it's on a Monday.
No, I've experienced that.
My phone
I've experienced that. Look, that's Sportcaster Cat.
I wanted for my daughter to be born at a Ravens game so I could have a Ravens baby. Because she is born in January. Playoffs.
Hard. Born at a Ravens game or born during a Ravens game?
M&T at the bank. M&T Bank Stadium. I wanted to be at the game and go into labor. It didn't happen. She said no. And actually, when I went into labor with her, we was on a bye week. And then that following week, guess what Mama was on a bye week? We was on a bye week. And guess what Mama was doing?
I don't think childbirth is a fantasy football bye week.
She said she was coming on a bye week, and she did. We didn't play no games that week. So she knew what she was doing. She said, "No, Ma, no, we gonna wait." And she came. We had a bye week, and then that following week, we was back on the Ravens. And her father's from New York, right? Her father is from Harlem. He don't watch freaking football. He don't watch sports, period, right?
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. But despite me, this is what's wrong with it. I'm gonna tell you exactly what's wrong with it. Despite me, he was going to buy. Huh?
Is this TMI?
No, he was going to buy her Giants attire, and like I told him, she would never.
Oh, despite you,
despite me, he was going to go buy her some Giants onesies and Giants paraphernalia. She would never wear that. She's a Baltimorean. She was born in Baltimore, so she rapped. But nah, the Steelers and the Ravens have since we got a team back in 1996. That's always been a rivalry. So, yeah, and I go to sleep on the Steelers every time. But yesterday,
all right. I didn't say, hey, salute to Rock.
Hi, Rock. Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
We was talking about Sean P. Helter Skelter, Rock. And Rock, I was not talking about you, sir. So hey, we good, bro.
Hi, Rock, honey. So let's keep it moving. This is crazy because I don't know.
By the way,
We don't get many ladies in the building,
Okay.
but she rock rough and stuff with her Afro puffs. Rock on with your bands. Oh, sorry. I like Lady of Rage personally.
All right. So you remember what you supposed to give me for my challenge, right?
Yeah, I got it. But
Okay.
we ain't there.
Just making sure. Look.
I remember. But
All right.
yeah, she rock rough and stuff with her Afro puffs.
Hey, rock on with your
Rock
bad
on
self.
with your bad self. I loved her. And I like that she transitioned to acting a little bit too. You feel me? That's important. You know, you gotta keep it moving, and especially for the femces of yesteryear, because they don't really have longevity like maybe perhaps the fellas do. Like you'll get like a go ahead.
Hold on. I'll let you go because I have a question about what you said, but
you'll get like a Snoop, which crew. You'll get like a Snoop. Snoop has had a long ass run. It's Uncle Snoop. But when it comes to females, a certain female, I'm not gonna say all females, because Queen Latifah, she still get her props. You feel me?
MC Light.
But are they rapping right now? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. The longevity.
So you strictly sticking to if they still can make music.
They not making music right now. They don't have female MCs. Do not have the longevity that male MCs have.
True.
Movies, they do movies. They get into. They just, as far as the music is concerned, they do their albums, and then.
But there's a level that I would discuss, but I'll keep it on the higher level, in my opinion. Why is that? Do you think the younger generation, particularly of girls that want to hear what they would talk about compared to what the younger generation
the younger girls want to hear ratchet shit. They want pussy popping, twerk music, whereas though back then when they was rapping, that wasn't the conversation that we was really having. You know what I'm saying? Then Kim and Foxy came in and they kind of introduced it, and now Lauryn Hill was there. Well, she was definitely there, but you know what I'm saying? She wasn't doing that kind, and she only did one album. And then now everything up to date is pussy popping and twerking.
Look, Trina was the next one. You gotta.
Yeah, Trina did it too. It's her fault too, because she said you don't know Naya.
But she moved it then, because there is a bridge that I agree with you. If you say
Kim, Foxy, then Trina, and then now it's pussy popping.
So,
and now bitches got gonorrhea.
I'm about to put this up so you can put it when you want to. But
okay. And now
do you think that Kim and Foxy was the bridge between when it did change and Trina just took the reins of it and made it fully change?
I absolutely do. And don't get it twisted.
But you like Kim though, right?
I was getting ready to finish.
Oh,
don't get it twisted. I love Lil' Kim. Don't get it twisted. I love Foxy Brown, but if we're gonna be honest, I don't do no bullshitting over here. You know I don't. If we're gonna be honest, they were the transition into the pussy popping and twerking music. Yeah, I'm blaming it on them, but I love them. I mean, Lil' Kim was talking about putting a Sprite can in her. All right.
Who can swallow that? But anyway.
A Sprite can. Bitch.
Remember there used to be a Sprite commercial like Obey Your Thirst?
She was obeying her thirst. I don't think Biggie had a Sprite can.
This is a fair question before you do the next thing, which I know you need to. Do you look at them, and I know you like Kim, and I like Foxy. Different reasons we like both of them.
We
do you
know
think it was the good transition or the bad transition?
I don't know if it's a good or bad. You know what I'm saying? It just was what it was for the times that it was happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were going through different things and life was different. And wasn't nobody in that, well, some of them, because Queen Latifah was still UNITY, but the music was transitioning. So I don't know if it's for the good or for the bad. I don't think that we would have what we have right now if they hadn't came along, though.
If you was what do your stuff, because I have
before
we get to the final time, I had a couple of questions too, though.
No, go ahead, because I want to interrupt that, or nor do I want to interrupt my love. So go ahead.
So my question is, if you was a A&R, which you kind of understand, would you be like, hey, nah, don't make this song?
No,
Or
because
you
my
would let
job
them go?
is to get that album out there and to make that money. So no, I wouldn't have. That's their job. Find you some dope ass beats. Make sure that you as an artist are together and to make that motherfucking money. You know why? Because the label, the record company and the label want their money and they looking at me to get it. So no, I would go ahead and drop it. I ain't gonna lie to you, I would have. Because that's my job. My job is to make the label money. It's not it's not about how I feel about the situation. It's about who writes my checks. And the people that write the checks is
the Source XXL Vibe came back and said, this is the A&R or the whatever, I don't know what other side of you yourself that created the new genre of music, would you still honor it, or you be like, whoa?
I don't have a choice. Listen, I don't have a choice. The music that people create is the music that people create.
Okay.
Your job as an A&R or whatever, you feel me, is to make sure that we feed the people what they're requesting. People wanted Lil' Kim. People wanted Foxy. People wanted that. You feel me? So that's what they gave them. Biggie knew what he was doing with Kim. And Jay-Z and Nas and them knew what they was doing with Fox.
I don't doubt that. Look, this is like Trick Daddy
knew what
he was doing with Trina.
Yeah, exactly. So I would have done my job because I'm very adamant about doing my job, whether I like it or I hate it. I'm going to get my check. I'm a Libra. We get to the bag. We get to the bag. So I would have did my job. And nobody, I'm doing my job. That's what they pay me for. You know what I'm saying? This is not personal. This is my job. You feel me?
Okay. I can
so,
with it.
That's
but I had to
is.
ask that question to make sure, like, hey, if from when that started to now, if they wrote an article and it's like, this Cat Lee, she's the one that transitioned female rap to this. That was my only question.
Then my point would be, no, I'm not. The artist was, I'm just the A&R. I just did my job.
Artist and repertoire.
Because but they got to sit down with the songwriters, which Kim wasn't writing her own rhymes at the time. Big was, you know what I'm saying? So it's but so much you can do as an A&R. Now, if I was the president of the company, that's a different, you know what I'm saying? But an A&R still has a boss. They still work for somebody. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really, they want their album out by a certain
timeline. Make it happen on point.
The quarters are real. They want that. You feel me? So, yeah, the quarters. It's quarters to the music industry.
So let me ask you this then, and this is my last question, then we can transition.
Okay.
You like Lola Brooke, right?
I do like her. I don't know why I like her, but I like her.
If you would tell her something to do in a certain way at this point in time, knowing what you know, knowing what you don't like, and know what you can see, what would you say?
I'm going to give you what I tell any artist that I've ever worked with in the time of me being within the music business. You got the decisions to make. In order for you to be a part of the upper echelon, there are things that you're going to have to do. There are things that you're going to have to say. So you need to, as an artist, and fuck Lola Brooke, it's just any artist, you know what I'm saying? You have to understand these things, and then you, as the artist, have to make the decision on whether or not you want that, or are you more, I tell them, you got to make the decision on you going to do those things, or is it more business? Are you going to focus more on the business? You feel me? Meaning, not only do you rap, but you start a store. You feel me? You open a store. You start some kind of businesses. You invest your money. I always ask that question. The reason why I ask that question is because there are different worlds in the music industry. And the people that you think are responsible or who are in charge are not. Even as an A&R, right? Once we finish the album, I got to take it to the higher ups and they have to approve the album. No album gets released without their approval.
Mhm.
and like independent. So I wouldn't have had to choose.
Okay.
I would have had to do my job because that's what I did. So I just would have had to do my job, and I gotta make my quota. I gotta submit this album each quarter, or I'm gonna get fired, and I'm not gonna have a job. So just some things you gotta decide when it comes down to this music business.
All right.
That's why I like the independent avenue versus working for a major record company, because it's ugly and you gotta follow the rules.
Look,
and they kick you out.
You say it's ugly. I think about Timberland and Bubba Sparks. Ugly, but I don't know if you know that song.
Yeah. I know the song. I know the song. All right, so let me get to my love. I gotta show love to my people.
Hey.
It's love notes, so I gotta explain the love notes, Doc. You know I got to.
Do it here. No, can't do it here. I can't. I don't know where I can do it, but
And you don't got it, do you? Because you brought out props last week.
props.
You brought out props last week. All right, I'm watching.
Watch. Wait, you get props?
No, you brought out the props. All right, so I'm gonna explain the love notes, and we're gonna see what Doc is going to do. So I used to call it love. Look
Happy
at you.
holidays. Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
So I used to call it love. Doc said I had a stack of papers the size of a composition notebook. They were not, by the way. So he used to call them show notes. I just called it love, and we used to go back to it's just love. It's love. And so we came to the compromise that now we call it love notes. So I'm about to show love to my listener audience because they love me and they listen. I gotta take that off the screen though, because it'll be cutting off what I'm trying to say when I'm trying to say it, and I don't like it. So it's big love over this. Big love. It's all love. Shout out to my top 6: the United States, the United Kingdom, India, France, Canada, and Belgium, specifically Brussels. Hi, babies. I love you. Hi. I love you so much. Thank you. Russia, Indonesia, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Turkey, Switzerland, Germany, Mexico, Austria, Philippines, and Kenya. Hi, babies. I love you too. Thanks. Pakistan, Romania, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, Japan, Ireland, and Nepal. I love you all. I do, babies. Thank you so much. Thanks. Mauritius, Israel, Hong Kong, China, Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, baby, the Czech Republic, Portugal, Morocco. Hi, babies. I love you too. Thanks, boost. And last but not least, Ghana. I can't leave them out. Can't leave them out. Plus, if I leave them out, Doc won't beat my butt, and I don't want them problems today.
Hey, I'm just being fair.
Oh no, let me get this off the screen. I don't want the problems, Doc. I don't want it.
I'm not problematic.
Hey, you big purr.
Hey, you big purr. Give me your energy. Hey, you big purr.
Hey, you big purr. Let's go.
Ambitiously University.
Ambitiously University. We got Professor Doc. We about to get into this final exam.
I'll send a final exam.
Wait, what is going on here? Can you still hear me? Is everything good?
Yeah, I hear you. Everything good on my end.
Okay, because something was going on over here. I don't know what was happening, but anyway. So I'm about to take this final exam. We have a date set. Hold on. January the 16th. The roles will be reversed, and I'm gonna be giving Doc the final exam. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. This
is gonna be interesting.
This is gonna be interesting.
Let me see, because I didn't number the level of what I think was interesting. Normally I do that, but I didn't do it today.
So you just gotta figure it out what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I gotta figure out which one is the first one I want to give to you. Actually, I'm gonna put this is the longest one, and it's the most vague one. But look, if you catch it, then you caught it.
I'm afraid I lost last week.
Yeah.
All right, so cool. That's
all right. First question for the final exam. Here you go.
I'm scared. I'm afraid. All right, let's put this in. This rapper spent time in Britain during the early 1980s. He was raised with his maternal aunt, who spent 2 summers there with his mother and his younger brother. Oh no, that's not vague. That's okay. I'm gonna need my number 2.
Number 2. Here you go. Number 2. I'm queuing it all up. Look.
But I can't say that person because he was born there. He released 11 total solo albums. Sheesh. With the most recent band in 2023. Oh. Okay. I might lose this one. Go ahead, Doc. I might lose this one. 2023.
No, all right. So the first one, I got to throw you off country.
It did, because I was going to say one person, but he was born there. Okay, whatever. He received 12 Grammy Award nominations for his work, making him one of the most nominated artists without winning.
That's a key part.
12, and he didn't win?
Key part. That's a key part.
Oh my gosh. 12 and he didn't get none? That's messed up. I feel sorry for him, whoever this is. Has received 12 or more. Okay. I spent time in Britain in the night.
My last look. Well, this is number 1, 2, 3. This is 4. Wait, okay. Do you have guesses or were you?
I'm perplexed.
Perplexed. Okay.
Perplexed.
You in the realm of thinking? I did throw you fully off because I made it like throw her to another country real quick because now she got to figure out how to come back to someplace.
I'm perplexed. I don't know. Give me my next one. No.
This is 1, 2, 3. This is 4. This is 4. This is 4.
Oh, okay, that's number 4.
Yeah, the number 4.
Because maybe if I put them all together, then I might. Okay, go ahead. And audience, before I put number 4 on the screen, know that we encourage your participation. Of
course.
I'm waiting for one of y'all to come knock me off because even if I lose this one, I'm still the champ. Oh, sorry. Among other ventures, he founded the record label Conglomerate. What?
Keep in mind, I always do it where it's a hard to easy, and I already threw you off, so you got to find your way back home. Remember the one movie about the dog and the cat that got left? And they need to find their way back home. They still did.
It's okay, since you can guess. Since I know, I bet you do know. Y'all siblings, I bet you know.
No, she don't know.
She said she know.
If she knows, she needs to fucking answer then.
Don't talk to her like that. First of all,
I do, and I do it all the time.
Buster,
you won.
Thank you, sis.
Wait, she won?
I like that somebody else guessed it besides me.
No jokes. Did you say it or she said it and you read what she said?
She said it. She said it. She said she knows, and then she wrote the answer. Sis said it.
Okay, I didn't say so it. She did win.
She won. Yay, sis. Congratulations. Chuck D, a Public Enemy, gave him the moniker after NFL and CFL wide receiver. Okay. I didn't know that one. I wouldn't have never guessed that one. I would have never guessed that.
No, the only asshole part that I'm going to say is
what?
It was interesting she guessed that. No, I'm not joking. I did my only thing on my own.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand why she can figure that out. She's younger than that, which she shouldn't even fully know.
Wow. My sister is 30 and she know a lot of shit about hip hop. Wow.
So she's the one that I talk about that she don't even know I touched stuff before E40 before. But she said Conglomerate gave it away.
She said Conglomerate gave it away. Congratulations, sis.
Look.
Congratulations.
I lost, you lost. So we actually have a person in the audience. And look, I want to be honest and fair. I do this on my own. She should not have known this at all. And I'm not lying. I'm not capping. I'm not none of that.
Well, sis, I'm proud of you. I'm glad that you knew the answer because
I'm surprised she knew the fucking answer.
Doc be giving me these, and yeah, I'm still ahead. I'm still the champ, but
yeah. But all right, so look, first audience member, which look, I feel weird only because of somebody that I actually know. But
thank you, sister. He said I'm still the champ. I am. Boop, 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 boop. The champ is here. Oh yeah, put the score up there. I'm so proud of you, sis. Thank you.
She's the first audience person that gets a point.
Yeah.
So here's a score.
I'm so proud of her. I'm very proud of her. So
I don't know how to understand. I'm being honest and truth. There's no reason at all.
So Doc got 6, Cat got 8, Knox when he was here he had 5. Some of them I ain't gonna give it all the way up though because we gave him a little leeway.
Oh my God, though, but honestly.
And then Sissy came through and she won the game tonight. Hi, sis. I'm proud of her.
Audience, but
okay, but Sissy won. I'm proud of her. I'm so proud of you.
I'm fucking surprised, actually.
You threw your brother.
No, I'm really surprised.
And you threw your brother for a loop because he is shocked. He is.
I ain't joking. I'm not making nothing up right now. I'm extremely surprised.
You never know what they might know. You might be the big bro, but
I am a big bro out of everybody, but still, I'm surprised.
Lil Sis came through in the building. She came through like sneak.
I'm extremely surprised. I ain't gonna front.
She came through like Snoop and crushed the building. I'm proud of her. Thanks, sis. I'm glad you chimed in because I'm
still fucking surprised.
Flabbergasted. Like, what the hell?
I'm not joking. I'm not playing. I am extremely. All right, so look, this time I'm gonna embarrass somebody. Somebody was up too late during Christmas and was intoxicated to this point in time, which is weird because, like, wait, I sent a group text to my family and everything when I'm on this stuff, and generally they don't really chime in. Somebody tried to chime in, and oddly enough, really out of everything, you look just coherent enough that you figure some shit out.
She won. Don't do her, sir.
I'm laughing. This is super interesting.
Alcohol and all. It was Christmas. She was supposed to have holiday cheer and party like a rock star.
Right. So be it. I'm surprised. Like,
Mashed the whole head up, didn't?
No, didn't mess my head up. I am surprised.
I'm proud of you, sis. So some things I gotta say before we get up out of here.
Hold on, I can't.
She said, "Wow."
What happened?
She said you're a hater. Don't be hating on her because she was having a good time, a jolly good time. It was Christmas. You're supposed to have Christmas. Anyway, if you would like to come on the show, hit us up ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com, ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. We take all inquiries. If you are looking for a sponsorship or advertisement situation, hit us up. Submit your fire. Speaking of this, submit your Thorough Thursday freestyles. Yes. I will be going live this Thursday because we didn't do a show yesterday to do a Thorough Thursday. So submit your Thorough Thursday freestyle. So if you want to, whatever. If you want to just say hi or you have a suggestion, hit us up, ambitiously-podcast@gmail.com. Know that when I do play these music videos, I only play music videos that I have permission to play. I will not play a video that I don't have permission to play. Join the conversation, drop a comment, call in. You could text. The number is 443-850-4828, 443-850-4828. Or you can ask me to drop the link and I will. But you must be on your best behavior because if you're not, I swear to goodness, it's filth and I be waiting to cuss. So stop playing.
Can I say something about that real quick?
What?
So she always asks, like, why did she say that? And I actually went back and found the one video when I was still in California.
Right.
The video is still up and that scene is still up. And I actually
go and delete it. But that's why I said, because we had
no, and this is truth to the fact. I said no, and I went back and I found a video. I'm like, so this is the conversation that happened.
right.
Knox was late, and
Of
I
course.
felt kind of bad about because you trying to do the show, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna call in, and I was like, hey, if you cool, I will video come on.
Right.
You said yes.
Right.
I came on, but then it would get really interesting because all of a sudden a bunch of other people, and I said,
weird.
No, it was funny because I said no, because there was something about that. I said no, no, no. You was excited. You said yes.
I put them on, and so that's on me. I did that. I take accountability, but this is why I said
no. The only interesting part that is still on YouTube.
Well, I gotta go take it off now. Well, like I take accountability. I did let them in the building,
but I found it and I played it, and she seen everything. I'm like,
yeah, it was
like,
crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah, I thought they was coming on to say something, and they came in with the nonsense. But that's why
something about this that don't feel right.
That was a wild ass night, and so now I just say it. I don't drop the link like I did that night no more. It's just you can ask me to drop the link, and I will drop the link, but you must be on your best behavior because I want to cuss you out, and I like cussing a lot. So.
You do like cursing.
I do. It'd be hard because some stuff I got cuss about, like Diddy. He deserves all my curse words. Oh, and then we got some stuff to discuss about him tomorrow. We gonna finish that case.
Wire Wednesday.
And then,
Wire Wednesday.
Yeah, because we wired.
Oh, not the.
We gonna finish that
little key thing.
We gonna finish that.
The Epstein list supposed to be about to come out.
Who?
The Epstein list is about to come out.
We gonna discuss that. And we're going to discuss some other things. I got a list of things to talk about tomorrow because it's deep. It runs deep. Join our coffee community, coffee.com/ambitiously-ENT. Anything that I do has ambitiously ENT on the end of it, even like, you know what I mean? Like it's ambitiously ENT. Big shout out to my DJ, Go DJ. He asked about that today, actually, about how we felt about the last mix. And I was like, I was like, it was crazy. We was all in there like, what? So he was happy about that. He said he got some heat for us this Friday too. So make sure you tune in for that. If you would like to donate to the show, $capital LURLUCIDITY, Lure Lucidity, to lure the men, lucid clearly. Lucid lucidity. That's what it means. So I don't want nobody asking me, but what does that mean? That's what it means. And always make sure you let us know how you feel about the mixes, because he likes to hear if we like them or not. So make sure you do that. He said, we worldwide. We worldwide. You win some and you lose some. But I lose last night. Oh, sorry.
Hey, you big purr.
Hey, you big purr. Yeah, let's go. How about them damn Ravens? Top flight. I'm a hater. Dungeon Drake. Don't be hating on her because she knows some stuff. And then you want to come out here and tell her business.
Yeah.
Don't be telling her business. Don't be telling her.
Look, we don't know each other that well enough. We've been through a couple of things, but hey.
Don't tell her business. You be telling my business sometimes too, Doc. Don't be telling her business.
I don't know all your business. I tell you this.
I'm joking. It was a joke.
Oh, I was like, wait. I know what you tell me. I don't know all your business.
I know, because I only tell what I want to be known.
All right, cool. That's it. Look, soon as go ahead.
So make sure that y'all tune in tomorrow night for it's Wet and Wired, but lately we just been fucking wired.
Yeah.
Look, talk about this, reading these court documents and talking about this damn Diddy and L.A. Reid and Vin Diesel, because we got to talk about him too. It's a case about him too. It's a case out on him too, baby. I'm on it. I'm your regular sleuth. Don't play with me.
I'm sorry I didn't interrupt. Is there any case against a woman? I'm just trying to be fair.
No. They were teetering on Mary J, but then nobody filed it. This is the thing.
Wait, hold up. Mary J. Blige?
Well, you know her and Diddy tight.
She did something? Or she witnessed something and she didn't say something.
No, they said she did something, and Jada. But see, this is the difference between men and women. Men don't necessarily go tell what happened to them unless it's a dude that did it.
Okay.
Women, because of this statute in New York and now California, and also a couple of places is coming up too, because of the statute that they have in place is why all these ladies is coming out. But dudes ain't going to be like, oh, well, dudes don't do that.
All right. Save that.
Save
that. And I think it would be a great intro for Wired Wednesday tomorrow.
Yeah, but in all fairness, I really think they should. And I'm going to just leave it right there. I think they should. I think that they should come out. If somebody did something to them, they should come out and do it. You know who I'm going to start with? Usher. He lived with Diddy for a year. And he went to the Puff Daddy boot camp. I think he should come out and talk about it. Talk about that tomorrow. Whole nother conversation. You know your girl nosy.
Of course, I'm tuning in. I'm gonna be right there. I'm gonna be just coming in and listening.
But I think he should talk first.
Okay.
But whatever. All right. So make sure you tune in tomorrow night as we finish up the second case with Diddy.
Okay.
We're gonna finish that one up and then have some other discussions about the latest on what's going on, since I didn't get to do a Gab beat this week because all of that other stuff would have been on the Gab beat. So tomorrow night. There are a few things that I must say before I get out of here because I say them every time I end the show. First things first, mind your business except for Media Mondays when it's not Christmas. Media Mondays.
Not Christmas.
Because I tell people business because I'm nosy. I'm nosy and I like telling people business. And I like when y'all are in people's business with me. It's fun. The tap in, you see sometimes people business seeps out. It's not really their business, but if it seep out, it seep out. Go look for K Solo and DMX beef, Doc. That's what you can do. He said, tell that nigga K Solo he can suck my dick. That's what he said. See, I just told somebody business just now. And on Wired Wednesdays, it's wet and wired, but it's wired because we talking about all these court cases that's coming out, and I have the documentation to go along with what we're talking about. So we're going to go into that. But other than that, mind your business. It's the safest way to live. It's safe that way. Just mind your business. Love your babies, hug your babies, encourage your babies, because you are the first line of everything when it comes to these babies out here. Especially encouragement. They need that. They need you to tell them that they are the GOAT. They are the greatest of all times. Who else is going to tell them but you? It's your job. Do it. If they want to work for NASA, then tell them to be the best astronaut, engineer, receptionist, secretary, or janitor, or whatever the hell else they do over there at NASA. I don't know. I've never worked there. In space. I don't know. Never worked there. Shit. If they want to work for NASCAR, tell them to be the best pit boss, NASCAR driver, or commentator they can be. Never worked there either. They just drive really fast. But the point is, tell them that they are the GOAT, the greatest of all time. They need us to be the first line of everything. So just do that. Stay in your lane. Oh my gosh, let me get ready. Hey, you big purr. Let me get ready. Let me get ready.
You big purr.
Because I was slipping. First of all, stay in your lane. Because my lane is not pretty. You get up in my lane, you definitely get her. Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, you don't want her. She's not nice. She's not sweet. She can be a little bit brutal and ugly sometimes. You don't want her. You don't want her at all. You want her. Hold on, let me make sure. Oh, she's nicely kind and cuddly and all that good stuff. You want her. Or at least her. Hey, you big purr. Because baby, if Cat is purring, Cat is a happy, happy girl. You want the last two, not the first one. You want the latter, not the first. Trust me. You don't want. And usually what happens when you jump into other people's lanes is a collision. And who the fuck needs that? I don't need that for you, and I don't need that for me. So just stay in your lane. Stay there. Okay? Do not remember. Every battle is not a battle for you to fight. Some battles are so minute and bullshit. You just got, all right, get out of here. Worry about the war. Mobb Deep tells y'all all the time. That's how I lost last week. Mobb Deep tells you all the time. There is a war going on outside and no man is safe from. And they also said you can run, but you can't hide forever in these streets that we done took. Whatever. They said that. So don't worry about the battles. Worry about the war. The battles are bullshit. The war, it's crazy ass world we live in. So worry about the war. Doc, it's always a fun time. Thank you for coming on here.
Thank you for having me.
And holding it down for you, girl. I appreciate you very much.
Wait, no, that's not Mobb Deep. I was like, hold you down. No, that is Mobb Deep. No, isn't Mobb Deep? I thought it was
it's Alchemist Beat and
Alchemist.
Mobb
No, Nina Sky. Alchemist, Nina Sky. It isn't Mobb Deep. Alchemist, Nina Sky, and Mobb Deep.
Hold you down.
Yeah, Alchemist, Mobb Deep, and Nina Sky.
Yes. See, I know something. I don't know all the answers, but I know a few things.
My mind triggers the hip hop music. I can't say.
I don't know everything. I know a few things. I know that. But anyway, we got to get up out of here. Doc, love as usual.
Yes.
Good night, y'all. Bye. Gotta go.